Hello and welcome to In the Foundations. This is a horror visual novel about coming back to your childhood home. So without further ado, we will start a new game. Wednesday, November 11th, 2026. And it's only a year away from now. The sun is low in the sky, surprisingly for this time of day, this time of year. Each November, as the sun sets earlier, you feel your body ache more. Man, do I feel that! Deep in the bones, the muscles, and the joints especially. You weren't made for this, southern Illinois' weather. That's probably why you left after high school. Or part of it. There's a lot of reasons you weren't living here anymore. It's been long enough though that It's been long enough that the feeling feels like a memory underwater. It's not that cold, but being far from any body of water makes the air dry enough that your nose bleeds at night. Being back home makes old injuries throb. Take a deep breath and let it out haltingly. Drop your backpack on the ground and stare off into the middle distance. The wind whips your hair around your face. As night falls, temperature will drop from comfortable in your jeans and flannel to need to put on your beanie to prevent constant shivering. You stick your hands in your pockets, idly rubbing the seams where the jeans and the cloth fabric meet. Until the man next to you clears his throat, you snap your attention back to him. Gene is in a suit, even after hours. Never see him dressed informally. You okay? Yeah, what do you ask? You keep sighing. Sorry, it's not on purpose. I'm just breathing. So... Sure, let's get this over with. Don't worry, make this quick for you. Here, reaches a closed hand out towards you, flipping it over and opening it. Inside are your dad's keys. Keychains are familiar. Cardinals logo, bottle opener from Backwater Brew Works, a new local brewery he likes. He liked that brewery. Never got to go with him, but you didn't see eye to eye on beer anyway. Gene wiggles his fingers, indicating that he is waiting patiently for you to take the keys. But you might want these as they were. Gene looks at you with concern on his face. Something sentimental on them? What's this key? Point to the larger, old-looking key. I didn't do inventory of everything that's on there. I just, look sheepish. I'm sorry about you, Dad. Stare down the keys, looking for some kind of eureka moment. You finally reach out and take them gingerly. They're warm from Gene's pocket. So the keys and starts to pat around in his pockets before realizing whatever he's looking for is not in there. 1 second, I'll be right back. Runs off in a really slow, older gentleman kind of jog towards his car. The sun is setting. It's 4:49 p.m. Somewhere a dog barks at a house down the street. Wouldn't be one you know. Lots of people around here have dogs. On the way back, Gene walks and you awkwardly wait for him. He's carrying a small lockbox and some long rolled up papers. I was asked to give you this to you too. It was in the safe deposit box. Places the stuff in your hands and he wipes his palms on his pants. As you look at the items, none of them seem familiar. Lockbox has a combination lock on it. Box looks very old and fragile, but lock is new. Lock uses letters, not numbers as you'd expect. Documents are rolled rolled tight, but the texture looks like drafting papers. Thanks, I guess. You're welcome. Almost smiles at you, but decides not to. You know, you have no obligation to stay here. Sell the house if you want. I can help. You shrug. Probably will sell this place soon. You can go back home. It's not your home anymore. But you need to think about it first. Anything else you need? No, I'm good. Great. Starts to walk away from you, slowly. Jin gets into his car and opens the door. Before he fully sits down though, he calls out to you one last time. Hey kid, couldn't find that snow globe you mentioned. Do you want? To be honest though, I didn't look hard. Sits down in the car and gives you a curt wave. Give a small Midwestern head nod and watch him drive away. It's a lot of effort, way more than it should be, for you to get your feet to move out onto that porch. But eventually, use the keys to make your way into the house. Once you're inside, a little relief watches over you. It's short-lived though. Put your backpack on your old bedroom, or in your old bedroom, planning to sleep there. It's a guest room, but your bedroom is just how it was when you left. You place the lockbox and papers down on the dining room table. Take a good look at the lock. What could the combination be? Oh, you're not giving me much choice. Probably Dad hadn't died suddenly, think to yourself for the 20th time. There's a lot of options though. Dell has the full alphabet on it. For fun, you try your name, but the lock doesn't budge. Come back later when you have a better idea what fate saddled you with figuring out. Dramatically much? Well, Dad died and now you're here, stuck with the family burden of cleaning out this house. Now solving this lockbox mystery. You stand in the middle of the living room. It was really dark and gloomy, even with the lamp on. So you brave turning on the ceiling light. Actually, the light's overwhelming, but it's not enough to shake this feeling. Go around the house turning on all the lights. Stepmom would have been pissed at you for doing this, but she's not here. Heat isn't on. While you don't need it now, you soon will. Find a pedal and turn it on. Heat kicking on smells a little like burning, but it's a familiar smell. The apartment you live in San Diego doesn't have a system like this. Don't really need one there, so weather doesn't have the same extremes. But the smell is almost nostalgic. And this plus the lights being on makes you feel more at home. It's weird being alone here. Dad was always home when he lived here. He was an early adopter to working at home. It meant that he was always home to help you out, even after Sandra came into the picture. Are you sure he actually helped you? Didn't Grandma take care of you most of the time? Dining room is always where the last beams of light come in. Window faces west, but there's not much sunset to watch through the trees tonight. Sit at the table and eat the protein bar you brought in the airport. Tastes like chalk, but mint chocolate chip chalk. It's fine, there's a lot worse things happening right now. After you're done, you take a lap around the house, making sure nothing seems too out of place. All books smell just as it did, tinge of rotten mold, almost inviting. Most of them are leather bound, older than you. It's weird how a library can smell like a garden. Everything looks mostly the same. Hard to decide what next steps to take. You know you need to at least catalogue the family heirlooms, like photos and journals, and you'll have to find that fucking snow globe. I ask your dad about it almost every year, and you're sure he made excuses because he broke it. If it's not broken, it's probably down in Dad's hesitate when you think about the basement. Oh god. Here we go. Would it be a hurricane without a basement? Dad's dead. Can't get mad at you for going down there. Yeah. I get the feeling that something worse than our father is gonna be down there. Dad's definitely dead. But still, in the back of your mind, when you think about opening the door, hear him admonishing you. You have to get to it eventually. For now, you might as well go to sleep. Before you go to bed though... Okay, so we can try to open the lock or get ready for bed. Okay, fuck it. We'll try opening the lock again. So look and try to force the code to come into your mind. Gotta try something. Oh, okay. Frick. What can we try then? What's the guy's name? Gene? Put the combination Gene. Pull down the lock. It stays closed. Maybe you figure it out another day. Yeah. Time to get ready for bed. No reason at all, since no one else is here, you close the bathroom door and lock it. The soap is still the same mandarin orange soft soap that was always in the bathroom. You brush your teeth and stare into the mirror. A small crack in it that's been there your whole life. Run your fingers across it while trying to breathe slowly. You spit into the sink, you make sure the water is running. The thing used to clog all the time, and knocked toothpaste foam got caught at the drain. Washing your face with the water at maximum heat, barely lukewarm, helps you feel more normal. As the water runs down your face, a little gets in your mouth, and it tastes a bit salty. Not sure if it's because of sweat or tears lingering on your skin. Doing your full bedtime routine really gets you ready to fall asleep. You change in the bathroom with a locked door, still with the anticipation of someone knocking. The room is pretty much the same as it's always been. Lie down on the bed and get under the old scratchy covers. Close your eyes and try to sleep. It's quiet. Heater smell has faded away, or you've gotten used to it. But there's still something musty that permeates the vibes. Start to drift off, but feel like you hear your dad walking around in the basement. First, since you're half out of consciousness, it feels comforting. But something snaps in you. You sit straight up in bed. Hey, what could possibly go wrong? Get up. You throw your blankets to the side and stand up. Probably because there's no background noise. The room doesn't have a television in it. Never did. Before moving out, you usually fell asleep to silence. And the TV is in the living room. You go to sleep on the couch. It's old and very broken in. Probably the only option if you want to get a good night's sleep. Walk down the hallway as quietly as possible. Even though no one else is here, somehow have the itch in the back of your brain that you'll be bothering someone if you turn on the TV. Or unless we want the ring girl to come after us. On the way to the couch, you have to pass the basement door. As you walk past, you hesitate. This is where Dad would always be. Notice you're breathing heavily, eyes feel dry. Try to unclench your hands and your jaw. The door scares you still. But you know you gotta open the door. For some reason you feel compelled to open the door. After a few deep breaths, you swing the door open. Look down the stairs. It's pitch black. You feel too nervous to even turn on the light. You listen carefully. Only silence. Force yourself to close the door and walk past. Well, let's hope that we didn't just let whatever was down there out. Walk into the living room. It's a little chilly in this part of the house, but doesn't bother you much. Lie down on the couch on your back and pull the blanket over yourself. There's one your grandma crocheted. So it's like her still, from what you can remember. She died so long ago that it feels like most of your memories of her are a blurry mess. Except for her crochet and knitting projects. TV works, even though it's obviously older than you. Find the remote and turn it on. The room is always pitch black. The sound and light helps you relax. There's really only late night reruns to watch. An apprehension you still have knocks away. The arm falls off the side of the couch, heavy. You always feel like you could reach out and touch the Scotty. His fur, warmth. But he's been gone since before you moved away. TV doesn't have a sleep timer, so you turn down the volume a little and drift off. Thursday, November 12th, 2026, 8:51 AM. Been up for a few hours. There's still coffee in a can and use Dad's old coffee maker. Coffee is coffee. Don't drink much of it because it goes cold, unfortunately. There's two kinds of things in the house that you want to tackle. Family heirlooms, like your dad's journals or the photo albums Grandpa made. Furniture for things you can sell, that don't have a sentimental value. Also, the basement. You need to do that eventually. I have no idea where to start with selling stuff, so you turn to the familiar. Okay. Very interested in the VHS tapes. Let's start with them. Look through the VHS tapes that are on the shelf. There's children movies and stuff. I want to play them, but there's no reason. Also find a lot of recordings your dad and grandpa made. Grandpa loved to record things on the TV. There's some family movies too. Shows is pretty packed except for a few missing tapes. In chronological order. Missing tapes. One is before you were born, the other is from recent times. Pop in one from your childhood. A tape from when your dad was teaching Paige how to ride a bike. You were in your late teens. Every time the camera pans over to you, you look sullen and unhappy. You know why. At this point, you had clearly realized your dad favored his family over you. You need to learn to ride your bike, he hadn't helped. Stepmom tried, but you didn't want her. You wanted Dad. He was too busy in the basement. But for Sandra and Paige, he was deeply involved in homework, driving lessons, birthdays. Twinge of jealousy leaps up in your neck, to the back of your head. It burns. Proud of you. Dad being proud of you? No, he didn't know enough about you to be proud of shit. There's no way. Was he ever that positive? Turn off the tape and stare at the black screen too long before moving on. Okay, let's look through the photo albums. When you grab the closest album, you notice it's the most recent one. Dad didn't print out a lot of pictures after the divorce, it seems. The album is full of photos of the 4 people in your family. Dad, Sandra, yourself, and Paige. Dad looks so happy with your stepmom. Many of these photos are from vacations. Dad was really reclusive for the most part, but did love to go to the beach. Photos from the shore of Savannah, the all-inclusive resort in Honolulu. As you pick up other older albums, watch Paige and yourself age in reverse. Shows of photos of your dad holding Paige as a baby, Sandra pregnant, their wedding where you were the ring bearer. I believe you were around 7 when they got married, but you don't remember. Looked like they genuinely enjoy each other's company. I still can't understand why they divorced, but since you hadn't been there, been living there, couldn't have been anything. Another album back, one more worn. Photos of you as a toddler. Image of you reading a book, singing in a laundry basket. Only one photo of you being held as a baby by Dad. He looks detached. No smiling in his eyes. They look exhausted. You keep going back before you were born. Finally, photos of your mom. Flick in your heart shudders when you realize you can't remember her name. They keep looking and flipping the photo over. They're all blank on the back. I believe this is your mom with her parents, but you never met them either. They were also both dead before you remember. No pictures of you with anyone from her family, actually. No photos of you and her. No photos of Dad and her either. Just like she never existed. Staring into her face. Think hard, but it comes to you almost like it's placed there in the back of your mind. Catherine. Okay, we might need to try out that name. Almost like you can hear her say it. She looks like you. But she wished she could have met you too. There was strange jealousy of Paige and all her photos with her mom. Before you even get to the photos of her grandparents, you already feel overwhelmed. You will box these up later. And now to look at the blueprints. Go to the dining room table and unroll the papers. Papers are blueprints for the house. Don't really know how to read them. They're very fragile and you hesitate to completely unroll everything. You can tell one of them is the floor you're on, kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and living room. Dining room seems to have been added later, as the house is really old. It's got more modern amenities in it. There's a second page that looks like the basement. Not very big. I don't remember much of what's down there, except that it's one large room with shelves. The only time you went down there, that's in your memory still, was tainted by your dad screaming at you. As you poke around, you find a third, much bigger page. It's the oldest page, and it's faded so much that understanding any of the markings isn't possible. Or at least for you. You're not a blueprintologist. Doesn't look huge though, compared to the other sheets. Possible the scale is different. Maybe Jean would know more about this. Look down at your watch and when you realize what time it is, your stomach growls. Not a lot in the house, some expired soup, microwave popcorn, animal crackers that your dad used to feed the crows. Possible there's food downstairs in the basement. Dad was kind of a prepper and it got worse after Sandra left. But you want something good, something warm and comforting. Local restaurants are few and far between. Food delivery app on your phone says the one place that will deliver will take over an hour. Remember Gingham's Diner down the street? They always had really good biscuits. You always smelled them. It'd be quick to go there and grab something. Go to the front door and start putting on your shoes. Get one shoe on and tied. After you get over the heart attack you almost had from the surprise, you hesitantly open the door. It's a delivery driver. He's out of breath and you see what's probably had his bike leaned up against the porch pillars. Got a huge bag with him, with a receipt attached. Receipt is from Gingham's. Hey, are you Paige? Paige Hoblet? Yep, that's the name of the food. That's my sister. Great. Thrust the bag at you. You take the heavy bag and he immediately turns around. Tell her thanks for the tip. Look at the receipt. Sent you what looks like a week's worth of dinner food. Oh, thank you, Paige. You are a fucking saint. Eggs, fried chicken, mac and cheese, multiple orders of biscuits with extra honey butter. Stomach growls. Realize you're standing there with only one shoe on. That'd probably be a sight to see, but I mean, with these delivery drivers, they probably see a lot weirder. You go back inside and put everything down on the dining room table. Opening the bags makes you realize they threw in extra pancakes and rice. Oh, hell yeah. This is a lot of food. It'd be hard to eat all of it. Unless you're stuck here for longer than you expect. Try to figure out why Paige did this. How did she know? Don't talk to her. She's the one who told her you were going to be taking care of the house. I'm not close with your stepmom or sister. This is probably the nicest thing Paige has ever done for you. Maybe she's hoping you'll reach out. Fine, let's call our sister, because why not? You pull out your phone and call her. Phone rings repeatedly. Grab a few fries and shove them in your mouth. Paige finally picks up, she sounds concerned. Hey, can't believe he called me. I announced who died, but he already did. Very funny. One of us needs to be. Very funny. Sure you are. Anyway, did you get the food already? Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Enjoy your extra honey butter. Extra honey butter? Yeah, just had this vague memory you liked it. I don't. Yeah, no, I do. The school wonderful little sister. Some things changed, but not that honey butter. Last time I visited Dad, we went there like 3 times. Once I thought about ordering for you, I think I picked half the menu. Felt it was like an out-of-body experience. Hopefully it's enough food for the week. Yeah, should be. Glad to hear. I know I can't be there, but I just felt like I had to help. Somehow. Hope it goes well. Let me know if I can do anything else. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Good luck. So... Okay, let's not ask about the lockbox. Maybe she knows something about it? Do you know anything about the lockbox that Dad kept in the safety deposit box? Nah, what's in it? I don't know. Can't open it. What kind of lock is it? It's got the whole alphabet around it. Like, instead of 1 to 40, it's A to Z. Well, if you can't get it open, why not smash the box? What if there's something in the box that's fragile? Sorry. Couldn't see me, but I rolled my eyes and shrugged. Thanks. That's very helpful. Do you know what the combination might be? Try my name, your name, our last name, a unique word. Try to figure it out, I guess. Hey, let's ask about our mom then. Hey, how's Sandra? She's fine. Guess it's weird when your ex-husband dies, but she's not heartbroken. That's good. Maybe. I think. I mean, could you ask could ask me how I'm doing. So, you're right. How are you? Not sure if you noticed, but my dad died. Paige, please. Ask about the blueprints then. Hey, you know anything about the house blueprints? No, why would I? Wait, why do you? They were in the safety deposit box. There's a main floor in the basement, but there's a third page that Jean gave me. You sure he didn't just accidentally give you a wrong page? Nah, it's definitely for the Hoblet house. Maybe it's an extension he's planning? Sorry, I'm just writing down some names we can try for the box. It could have been from when he married your mom. People was really, really old. It's almost faded away. Maybe Mum would know though? I could ask her. Yeah, that would help. Thanks. Of course. Okay, well, that's it, so goodbye. Gotta go eat this before it gets cold. Sure, of course. Has to be honest though. Yeah, this place kinda freaks me out. I don't know how long I'll stay. Just do what you can. No one can fault you for not wanting to be there. No, it's not typical for us, but call me anytime. Hang up and noticing your stomach already feels a little bit better. Should really eat a full meal though. Oh yeah, you stare at the lockbox. Don't know the combination. Or do you know the combination? Put the rest of the food in the fridge. There's not much else you'll be able to get done tonight. Might as well try the box again. Yep. Okay, let's try it. Okay, start the lock and gotta try something in mine. Okay, well, first one is the mother, Catherine. We can get it right. Can't just spell it right. Okay, it doesn't. Damn it, it doesn't open. Probably that's not your mum's name. Where even would your dad have left this information? Something in the basement? In his journals? Time to get ready for bed. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Okay, I don't like how weird the music got. The way to the bathroom, you walk past the basement door again. It's open, just a small crack. Did you leave it open somehow? Uh-oh, I think we did let something out. Whoops. No, it was definitely closed before. Okay, let's look downstairs. What could possibly go wrong? Push the door open a small amount and look down. It's so dark down there. You should take a step down. Want to go down? You do need to turn on the lights. You should turn on the lights. Feel around the wall until you find a switch. You flip the switch. Stand in front of the door and flip the switch. Light doesn't turn on. Flip the switch on and off. Nothing happens. You should go down there. Look down the stairs, but are too scared to take them. Something cold brushes against your arm, like a breeze coming out from the basement. Feel like something else is here with you. Is someone there? Feel stupid in the silence of the house. Not really anything down there anyway except bad memories. You close the door, you make sure it's completely latched. Wiggle the handle side to side and push the door, making sure. Definitely closed. Okay, that definitely kept me on edge, but nothing bad happened, so maybe it's just our imagination, right? Right. Anyway, quietly wash your hands and brush your teeth. So silent in the house. Must feel unbearable to make any noise. No one would be bothered if he did, but it still feels wrong. I had to go to bed on the couch because you know you can sleep there. Once you're wrapped up in the blanket again, you feel relaxed. Warm, even though the house seems cold and empty. Stick your arm out of the blanket and turn on the TV. Light flickers across the room. Ever since you were young, you had times when you could feel yourself falling asleep. It was as if you could control the beginning of the dream. It's really only happened when you were here, you think. Dream thoughts. Something in the synapses flashing chaotic. If you weren't the one that they came from, as if they were real memories. Sliding away to the sounds of the murmurs of the TV. Maybe tomorrow you can go down into the basement. Okay, Friday, November 13th. Oh, great. Friday the 13th. Guess what we need? It's 11:04 a.m. Been going through your bedroom for a while. You had bags of items we're donating, selling, and trashing. Been weird going through all your old stuff. Most of it isn't relevant to the you that you are now, but when an item has a distinct memory tied to it, you take a little longer to ponder it. Nostalgia in the house feels a little stronger today, for sure. Feel more comfortable in the house than you ever felt, even as a kid. You just wish you weren't doing it alone. Pull up another bag and then pull out the last one in the box. You wonder if your dad had more supplies down the basement. You walk to the basement door and try the light again. Light bulb is for sure burnt out. Look through the kitchen and bathroom for light bulbs and can't find any. There's also not a flashlight anywhere that you'd expect. But prefer to get the light working anyway. You need to go to the local dollar store to grab more bags. Might as well get bulbs too. Putting on your shoes, you really do want to leave. But you know you also need to get into the basement, so you go. Dollar store is the biggest store here since the big box chain closed. As you're walking through the battery aisle, an older woman walks towards you. Seems vaguely familiar. Try to look away, but he stands in the middle, in your way. Yeah, great. Hey, you're Mark's kid, right? Yep. Old man grunts. Mark Hoblet? You poor kid. We're shocked that you passed so young. He didn't take great care of himself now. Yeah, it was very surprising. Yeah. I'm going to sell that house? Straight to the point. Yeah, it's been in your family since I was a kid. Trying to clear it out before I decide. Yeah, we'll go for the first option. Gotta be a lot of nice antiques in there, huh? How about I come by tomorrow and take a look? Sure, why not? I could use the company. Sounds good. Come by in the afternoon. Maybe I'll be able to get some cash in your hands. Possibly buy you coffee profusely. Grab trash bags, batteries, and light bulbs. Luckily the cashier is young and doesn't know who you are. Price you pay is half what you'd pay back home. Is this home here? Well, only a temporary home. Okay, 5:35 p.m. now. Back at the house, you set everything down on a desk and rip open light bulb box. All the current bulbs must be the old style ones. No idea where Dad bought them. Possibly he had a stockpile in the basement. You'll find out soon. Before you go down, you stop to eat some of the leftovers. Microwave doesn't have a turntable, so you have to rotate the food manually. It's hard to take more than a few bites because you know what you have to do next. Back to the basement we go. Deep breaths. First, make sure the light switch is off. Then, you lean over to install the light bulb. On your tippy toes, you barely are able to grasp the end of the bulb. When you brush it with your fingertips, get a soft shock, like when you rub your feet across carpet and then touch metal. Don't pull back your hand, it doesn't hurt enough to warrant a reaction. After unscrewing the bulb, walk to the trash and immediately throw it away. Not before shaking it to hear the sounds of the bottom filament moving around. The LED bulb fits perfectly and screws in easily. Another pause for deep breaths. You're so determined to turn on the light. No one will yell at you. There's no one to stop you. It's almost a rush of adrenaline when you touch the handle to the switch. Ha! There's a small part of you that was hoping the bulb didn't turn on. Maybe something was wrong with the wiring. It's a very, very old house. But, fortunately, You can now go down into the basement. The basement is small, but there's a lot of stuff in it. Dad must have been more of a prepper than you thought. A good storage area though, so of course Dad had this all down here. House supplies like detergent, don't know what that word is supposed to be. MRES? Kinda hard to tell with the font. Canned food. There's a ton of half-finished projects, like ham radios. Dad's desk with his journals, notebooks, and loose paperwork on it. Giant buckets of salt and heat lamps. Knitting and crochet supplies that you remember your grandma using in photos. When you look at all the supplies down here, you get overwhelmed. I'm not sure how much mental effort you can use right now. Today's been a long day and you're already exhausted. Okay, let's check the food first, I guess. Go over to the shelf to look. Okay, check through these. There's a lot of those things. Some of these are surprisingly old. Looks like the most recent box was made before you were born. Don't have an expiration date, but you assume they're safe to eat. You could bring someone to eat if you wanted to, but just the thought of it makes your stomach flip. There's also a bunch of protein powder, cookies and cream flavored. It's gross. Hopefully the food pantry will take it. There's still more to look at here, but you're not sure what else will be relevant. Walk back to the middle of the room to decide what else might be easy to go over. You're tired, but you're tired, but you gathered yourself up to keep going. Okay, let's look at these projects. Look to the large containers to see what's over there. There are light bulbs and batteries back in the corner. Grab some and put them near the stairs so you can take them back up. There are a ton of electronics, some of which he built and some he brought. Ham radios, a fractometer, a new looking kit to make a synthesizer. Dad wasn't really into music, but you remember him singing to himself a lot. Okay, let's check through the sealed boxes. Here's some gigantic boxes in the corner that say filters. They look like they probably are big enough to be for the house's water supply. Also huge buckets of pH balancers and water softeners. Water here has always been really hard, but you remember rings around the bathtub and your head never feeling clean. Also heavy tubs of salt. They're labeled Instant Ocean. Seems to be some kind of special formula. Also a few smaller boxes behind them. Push boxes around until you find this old freshwater fish tank hidden behind everything. About 50 gallons. Also a lot of dust in it and fish related supplies. Small filters, a lamp, tiny jars of fish flakes. Remember naming one of his goldfish Speckles back in the day, but that was at least 15 years ago. Still more to look at here. You know there's enough in the basement that it would take you days to cover. Step back into the center of the room, waiting to look through as much as you can. Fatigue is coming worse. It's been a long day. Okay, we'll look through the desk contents next. Chair looks so comfortable, and when you sit down, you actually relax. Under the desk, there's a space heater that looks really old. Also, loose papers and envelopes all over Dad's desk. Shuffle them around until you find what you're looking for. Dad had a huge stack of notebooks that he wrote in. They were always down here. I had no idea he had this many journals, or that he wrote so much in each one. Also a family tree on old fragile paper. Okay, let's read the family tree then. In the tree you see the people you'd expect. Your dad, Mark, is the last one printed in nice script. I think it's your grandmother's handwriting, but you're not sure. Your two brothers flank him on either side. Barely know either of them. Uncle Roy, slightly older than Dad, lives in Florida, near Sandra and Paige. younger brother Don moved to Mexico a few years ago to Tijuana. Not surprising, both of them went away from this weather. Neither of them had children, so you're only heir. The level above there's your dad's dad and brothers. You also call him Grandpa, but his name was Charles. Brothers were also dead. Two of them died before you were born, and the third moved to Southampton in the UK. I was visiting him once when your great aunt died. Only your grandpa and grandma went with you. A lot of tension between the men. You could tell, even at your young age, that they couldn't look each other in the eyes. Then about them, your great-grandfather. You never met him. He died before you were born. But you've seen tons of photos of him. Honey Tree doesn't go farther back than Roger Hoblet. Really weird. Family name seems to have originated with him. Almost as if Roger wanted to start over. Beneath your dad's name, there's two lines. One line over your stepmom and down page. Names were written sloppily, likely by your dad. The other side, the name handwriting says your name, Taylor. Another name we can try. There's a link to... Oh no, we'd already tried our name, hadn't we? And it didn't work. There's a link to the name Catherine, yeah, so we were right on that. Which is linked to your dad with a dotted line, symbolizing marriage. Touch your fingers to the paper, raising the lines. Above her, there's only two people marked. Assume it's her parents, the people you saw in the photographs. Take a deep breath and step back from the desk. Step back away from the desk to decide what else to look at. Feel a little relief after looking through Dad's stuff. Maybe force yourself to keep going a tiny bit more. Okay, well, cause yeah, there was, Grandma's knitting supplies, let's look at that. Grandma's knitting supplies are down here, and what looks like tons of unfinished projects. When she went into the nursing home, she couldn't hold the needle hooks anymore, so she left them for your stepmom. Andrea probably just forgot they were down there during the divorce. It was surprising, quick and whatever that word is, so she probably wasn't concerned on that. Dad didn't know how to knit. Paige might. Didn't see anything else over here to explore. It's hopeless. Brain feels empty. Probably a good idea to stop for now. Okay. Even though you were apprehensive about coming down here, you feel better now. Before you go back upstairs, you should decide on what to do with some of these things. Start with the aquarium supplies. Dad didn't have a fish tank, so you think first about getting rid of them. They're not antique or family heirlooms, so who cares? You should not get rid of anything that is down here. What? Why not though? Don't have a purpose for most of this stuff, even if your dad did. But you do. Do you really? I guess maybe you thought at one point about having an aquarium, but you don't have one now. It wouldn't be worthwhile to take the gigantic bucket of salt and heat lamps all the way home. Anyway, you go for fresh water. Fish are much easier to take care of. There's a feeling that slices through your brain. Not painfully, but cold. Freezes you in place somehow. The supplies should stay here. You may need them. Shake your head. What is going on? Thoughts are audible. They're clear, like a bell, shaking in your ear. Voice feels motherly, soft and warm. Your voice is shaky, but you make yourself say something. Do you really want to know? Yes. I have been waiting here for you. Still afraid to show myself. I need your help. I want you to be sure that you're ready. Feel your heart racing. Words want to come out of your throat, but you legitimately choke, coughing loudly. A pile of items you want to bring up to the ground floor, but you leave everything downstairs in your rush to get out of the basement. Well, we're definitely not alone down here now. Yeah, I now regret going to the basement. I'm surprised you got out of breath running up the stairs, but you're hit with a rush of endorphins. It's not the stress, it's eustress, like when you get off a roller coaster. Sit down at the dining room table and stare down at it, almost disassociating. After a few minutes, you shake your head hard, breaking your gaze. Grab some food from the fridge, microwave it, and eat in silence. Stare at the lockbox. Now's another chance. Okay, which one do we go for now? Okay, I reckon we go for the last name. Probably Q, is it? Okay, so that didn't work. I wasn't sure if I'd spelled it right. Well, anyway, extremely exhausted now, but you're relaxed. It's time to get ready for bed. As you brush your teeth, you stare at yourself in the mirror. Eyes fall tight, like you were crying, so you close them. Focus on the vibrations of the toothbrush. When it stops, you spit into the sink. That way you know it. You know it's there by feel. You're almost afraid to open your eyes again, but you do. Nothing but your disgusting spittle in the sink. Wish you could open that lockbox. There might be something important in there. So, bed. Yes. Let's go to bed. Couch is starting to feel like it has a groove in your body. You stick your arm out of the blanket and turn on the TV. You're lulled off to sleep yet again by the TV noises. Okay, well at least we survived the Friday the 13th. It's 1:25 p.m. I felt like going back into the basement all day. Yesterday was like getting a grain of sand in your clam chowder. Can't believe I still grosses you out every time. Everyone just eats that piece of sand, don't we? No one stops and spits it out. Okay, maybe things around in the house, doorbell rings. It's the old man. He's got a notebook with him and little glasses. Hey there, kiddo. Mind if I walk around and look at stuff? Want to follow me around and make sure I'm not stealing anything? You can. But I'm gonna be slow, so get ready to be bored. Go ahead. Don't worry. Winks at you. I'm going to take some pictures and make you a list. Walks into the kitchen instead, starts making notes and takes photos with one of those small digital cameras. Watch him shuffle away and then get back to looking through your dad's bedroom. After a bit, he finds you in your bedroom, putting things into bags still. Hey, lots of good stuff in here. Want to meet me outside so we can talk about it? Follow him out to the front porch. Sorry, it's quite stuffy in there. Feels like I want to leave the moment I walk in. You know that feeling. Yeah, see something that caught your eye? A few appliances that are really old. Antique old, not low quality. Son, you know what antique means? Retro? Oh god, I'm so tempted to say that, but no. Vintage? Yeah, vintage? No, That's more for recent collectible things. I'm talking about something from my dad's generation. Some of it is more modern, but would be worth a lot. Toaster is one of those older mechanical ones, not the electrical ones. Oh, and the coffee maker. How much for it? A lot more than you think. Had to look it up and I'll have to look it up and let you know. Here, he takes a shaky arm and hands you this little note. Look over the list. Seems like it mostly wants the larger furniture. It would really help you to have it out of there. Even if you don't sell the place, it would be nice to change it up. Back bathroom could be remodeled, raise the property value somewhat. Could shake some of your shame and memories. Might make you want to stay. It would be nice to be a homeowner. Old man closes his throat and shakes you out of your rumination. I can have my son bring his truck by in an hour or so to pick it all up. Well, sure. Take it all. We don't fucking need it. Much better out of our hands into yours, I guess. That's great. When you were looking around, did you see a snow globe? No, but I wasn't particularly looking for one. I'll be right back. I'll get the kid over here so he can carry this way. Not as young as I used to be. Chuckles to myself. And obviously, you know I'll pay you for everything we take. Pulls out his phone and starts walking away from the porch. Hey, Johnny, come on by. Bring in the big truck. Do you know if the boxes are still in the back? Gets further away. Sit down instead. Feel less tired, less foggy out here on the porch. Like your brain is waking up, just a little. Old man eventually comes back and sits on the porch with you in old man silence. Nice to take a break from being inside there. Less than an hour later, the truck pulls up. Johnny exits the car, slamming the door harder than he needs to. He's about your age, but much more fit. Must be from carrying furniture around all the time. Smoking a cigarette as he walks up to the house. Johnny nods at you and you nod back. Good, less than wordless hellos go a long way. Okay, let's get this thing going. I'm about ready for a nap. Gets to his feet slowly. You and the old man go back inside first, and Johnny stands outside finishing his smoke. Old man walks over to the dining room table. You should start with this. It's an antique for sure. I can sell it for quite a lot. That would probably be around $5,000 depending on the bidding. Holy mother Jesus. Wow. Yup. It's from the 1890s, from what I can tell. Yeah, definitely antique. Wood is hand carved and your family has treated it well. When you were a kid, this was the family hangout spot. You have a lot of memories around this table. Some of them good at least. Yeah, could buy a few tables for that. It's hard to speak, but the table should stay here. It's your family's table. Narrow your eyes, vision feels cloudy. Take it. Hoping not to talk about the wrong words come out. I don't think I can let you have this one. Yeah, wondering if this is what happened to our father. Send the money. I can take a smaller finder's fee if you want. Look at the table and imagine moving the items off of it so they can take it. The pit forms in the bottom of your stomach. It must feel like it's throwing up, but hold back. No, I need to stay here. Feels wrong. I think the table being somewhere else. Okay, I respect that. Walks back to the front door and picks his head through. Johnny, you ready? Two men start walking through the house. Pull them around and let them take some end tables and the toaster. One takes a picture of the table anyway. Makes you feel weird that he's doing it. One man takes a look at your sister's old. So the dresser, nightstand, and bed frame probably from the 1920s. You know how hard it is to find a solid furniture now? You have no idea, really. The furniture was my dad's. I believe this is his childhood bedroom. So... he is dead, so go ahead. Begin collecting the furniture. Our man is surprisingly strong, and neither of the men ask for your help. Once the bed frame is out of Paige's room, it feels surprisingly empty. Get the mattress and you keep it on the floor. Walk the two men to the door. Wish you knew when the pieces sell. Call me if you change your mind about the table. Johnny, who said nothing this whole time, gives you a full genuine smile as he lights a cigarette. Walks to the car and the old man stands staring at you awkwardly. Yeah? Eyes are intensely looking into yours. It's not normal for someone from Illinois to make such direct eye contact. But he's not sure if he wants to speak. You can feel it. You okay? Reaches out to shake a hand, but you grab his and the grip is tighter than you expect. He doesn't look away. He speaks under his breath. Sir, can you say that again? Someone die here? It's an old house, probably. Yeah. Don't remember it happening, but it feels like it. Just feel something. Continues quietly, barely moving his lips. You can just make out the words. Deep sadness. Wants to be free. Let it out. Why is it here? Ryder looks down. Not sure how to react. Start by dropping his hand. Turns from you immediately and starts walking briskly away. Owen speaks over his shoulder towards you. Thanks, kiddo. Let you know when your items sell. Hops in the passenger seat of the truck and Johnny drives off. Once back inside, you stare off into space for minutes before you realize you're doing it. Today's been very productive, but you don't feel tired. Just disassociated. Want to eat, but a roller coaster your stomach has been on over the past few hours makes it seem impossible. The sun is beginning to set. Must be past 5 p.m. You could call your sister to try to get more information from her. Memory might be better and she lived here much longer than you did. Or since you're here, you can just go down to the basement and see if something happens. Which one do we go for? Well, we have to check out the basement because it's obvious that the ghost is haunting down there, so don't think Paige could help right now. Can't get here to go downstairs and talk to whatever is down there. He's just going to mock you. Just needs to go into the basement. Half feels as if it's twisting as it beats. Even your arm starts to hurt. Like maybe you're having a heart attack right in front of this door. Force yourself to touch the handle. It's cold. Try to turn it and it won't open. Push the door with the full weight of your body once. Nothing happens. So you do it again. Of course it unsticks and you have to stop yourself from falling down the stairs. Yeah, I really hope this ghost isn't trying to kill me. Voice catches in your throat as you call down into the dark. Please speak if you can. I'm here, darling. Please, come here. Reach for the switch and flip it. Step down the stairs slowly. Temperature seems to drop dramatically. Wish you had a grandma's blanket from the couch. At the bottom of the stairs, force yourself to speak out again. Do you have form? I do. Oh, hello there. You start to see something paralyzing in front of you. Oh, I wasn't actually expecting you to actually show yourself, but man, you're really pretty. So I start looking like a blob and take shape. Gross legs, arms, soft face. And here I was thinking it was going to be some kind of demon or something. Your eyes look back at you. Something is different. A face you've only ever seen in photos before. It does look like your mum. Mum you never met. Sounds like feel like heat that climbs up your neck to your scalp. Breathe faster. Yet the ghost of your mother hangs in the air before you. When you move your head from side to side, the shape shifts. But it is unmistakably the woman from the photos. I feel compelled to speak. I need to know. Yeah, well, we're seeing touching it. It's probably not going to do anything, so let's ask her a question. Ask who she is. Someone who loves you. Someone who has loved you for years. I've known you since you were born. But me? I'm afraid to tell you. Try to focus on her face. Tell me the truth. Are you my mother? I do not think so. And yet, put her hands over her face. Hear a faint sound of haggard breath. Feels impossible for a ghost. When she speaks again, it's quieter. I do love you. I prayed that you would come back for me. But worst of all, can I answer your question? Why not? The shape shimmers and changes. Can she tell you're concerned? I want to, but telling you will change everything. It will change your childhood, relationship with your father and his father. I wonder what she means by that. Okay, ask what she is. What do you think I am? Demon or a ghost? Are you afraid of ghosts? Yeah, I'm scared right now. I was hoping to avoid that. It was not my intent to frighten you. You think she is smiling at you. Face warps and contorts. Something scary, but your heart is already racing. But it doesn't matter what I am, does it? I am here. I have been here, in this house, for so long. As you try to think of what to say next, you feel a hand stroke your cheek. Lean in. It's warm and comforting. Feel your heart slow to a normal pace. How is she doing this if she has no form? Okay, ask what she wants. I need your help. I am trapped here. You have to help me. Look directly into her shape, trying to figure out what she is. Can't shake the feeling that she must be your mom. What you can see in her face sometimes looks like your own. You seem so familiar. I am not surprised. Promise I have always been here. You're starting to feel relaxed, through the fear. She shimmers. Her face seems to be pleading. I cannot leave. Cannot care for myself. Only you can help me. Okay, let's admit that we're afraid. It's really scary how this is happening. Dad died and now I'm being comforted by my mama's ghost in the basement of our family house. I admit, I'm also scared that you will not understand. You must trust me now. Guarantee I can make that fear go away. I can make all of your pains and anxieties go away. This is one of my specialties. I'll fix all of this for you. Looks directly into your eyes. Stare back. So I'll keep your eyes straight, trying to understand her face. As you search the void, top to bottom, feel a calm wash over you. Not sure if it is because you had a few minutes to get used to this, or if it's something else. No, as you continue to stand eye to eye with her, as much as that's possible with the ghost, you start to feel euphoric. Not like being drunk. There's no nausea or shakiness. Mind you, just falling asleep under a heated blanket. The vibe of the room seems to shift. Whatever she is doing to you starts building slowly, with something gentle caressing your skin to electricity on the back of your neck and shoulder blades. As the tingling travels down your body, it feels like vines growing, circling every inch of your arms, legs, and torso. Faint breeze blows and you smell San Diego, faint salty air, surf wax, sage. Hear a hum, a frequency that sounds like blood rushing through your ears, and the static of ocean waves. Feeling takes over your whole body. At this point, your ears grow weak, but you manage to stand and continue to look at her. As time strays at a standstill, feel your mind unraveling with enjoyment for longer than expected. Solace, refuge, heaven, or haven. Slowly, you become more alert again. You feel your toes on your socks, arms against your sides. Feels exhilarating, addicting. What did you do to me? Be patient. I will explain. That something changed. Know deeply in your heart that she will not hurt you. Okay, I can't. Okay, well, let's reach out and touch her, I guess. Put your hand out towards her. Fingers dip into the vision, you feel nothing. For some reason you expected it to be cold or wet or humid, but it's just a visual with no form. How was this possible if you felt her touch you before? Okay, well, time to move on, I guess. Feel vaguely satisfied in her answers, but you're not sure why. Can you trust your ears, your eyes, your mind? You begun to feel like you trust her, but why? You've done nothing to earn it. But something does feel familiar. And she speaks again. You hear her more clearly than ever before. This is not how I wanted this to happen. This is not what I did last time. But because we are here now, do not have another option. Please give me the time to explain. Okay. I want to know what her story is. Do not pull yourself away, even if you wanted to. Take a deep breath. Something washes over you. Smell of Midwestern summer, pine and rain and honeysuckle. Orange soap from the bathroom upstairs. Taste of honey butter and fresh picked corn. Almost starting to get taken away by pleasure again. Wait. Focus. Please listen carefully. Try to stay aware, but you feel buzzed. Feels like drinking a cold light beer on the porch in July. Shake your head, trying to listen to her. I know you deeply, like a mother would. I can tell you do. That pleases me. It's true, we're not aware of this, but I've been in this house since before you were born. Remember you as a child, watched you grow, pushed you away from your own safety, made you leave so you could do so much more. being away from here was good. I knew it would be. I feel it. And I couldn't let you stay here. I'm sorry though. Worked too well. Can't get you back here, no matter how hard he tried. Now, this is less than ideal, but it's the only way. Body feels overwhelmed and tired. Not painful exhaustion, feels blissful and relaxed. But you need to sit down in your dad's desk chair. If this is your mum, she must be dead. How could you even help her? The body down here somewhere? Yes, it is. And I cannot get out. Wait, I didn't say that out loud. Can you read my mind? It's surprising you did not realize from what I just did to you. Had a lot going on the past few days. So if I'm slow to catch on to something, please be nice to me. Before I agree to help you, I need to know something. Are you my mum? I understand. Looked like your mother, Catherine. Makes a noise. Was like a sound of pain. Can ghosts feel pain? Fortunately, I must be honest. My mother used to live here, but she has been gone for many years. I felt no deeper sadness in any person than in your dad when she left. Saw things she could not have seen, or should not have seen. Did you read all of your dad's journals? Do you know what happened? Or we never got around? No, what happened to my mum? She knew about me. Should have known where I was. Mum rightfully left. When she found out about my suffering, she could not bear it anymore. Dad would not let her take you. He clung to you, hoping she would return. This is why I assumed he was so afraid to tell you. So why pretend? I knew you would like this form. Know how much you wish you knew her. I hoped you would accept me if you thought I was her. Please forgive me. I could come to you in any form you wanted. Faces like this do not have to look like my body. Where is your body? Are you buried here? Yes, I'm close by. Desperately need you to come to me. No one else can do it. Okay. Sense how pathetic and weak the spirit is. She needs you to come to her aid. I have to help her move on from whatever is holding her here. Notice how now that since you've been talking, her image has been growing softer, fading from consciousness, and you can't be sure how much longer you can talk to her. Do not worry, I'm not going to surrender into nothingness just yet. I'm growing extremely tired though. May need to come back tomorrow to continue on so I can get some rest. That's fine, I'm also exhausted. No hours have passed, and it must be close to midnight. Part of you is still reeling from the revelations you've had tonight. That this ghost, with the powers to make you feel such strong pleasure and comfort, has been in this house since before you were born. Your dad knew, your mum knew, that's why she left. But who put her here? Who killed this woman? Have you decided yet if you'll save me? Okay, sure, why not? So tell me, how can I help you? You need to get into the basement. I mean, aren't we already here? We're in the basement right now? No, my dear. Real basement. I need you to check behind the shelf with the boxes on it, on the back wall. Pull out the shelf away from the wall, knocking over a few boxes along the way. Nothing glass seems to have shattered, so you'll worry about it later. Once the shelf is moved, you realize there is a scratch mark but there are scratch marks on the floor. If you pushed it to the left, it would have easily moved. Whoops. On the shelf is a small door locked with a chain. You could possibly break this open, but it'd be easier to find the key, which is probably the safe that we got. I do not believe he left it down here typically. Probably on his key ring. Oh yeah, the key that we didn't recognize too. That would make sense. Keys are upstairs. Do not worry now. You both must rest. It's been all of my effort to stay present the past few days. When she speaks, her voice is faint. Please do not leave this house. The farther you get away from me down here, the harder it is to sense you. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow morning. I am trusting you. You have always been a kind of person. You stand from the chair, shakily. Climbing the stairs proves to you how tired your legs were. Hold on to the railing with a strong grip as you slowly move up. But some energy returns as you clear the top steps and close the basement door. The door shut, you notice your mind feels sharper than ever. You hadn't noticed that you'd been in a fog the past few days, but looking back, there's something crawling in your skull, quietly taking over your thoughts. Old man must have felt it too. Whoever she is, she's been affecting your house for years. Thought that you moved away from your family because of her doing, yet she's in need of your help. So powerful, but yet so weak. Sit down at the dining room table and put your hands on the hard wood. It's cold. In fact, you realize the whole house is cold. Before you get up, look over at the lockbox. Still not sure of the code, you might as well try something. Okay, good. Okay, my next guess is probably... want to do either Sandra or Paige. Fuck it, we'll do Paige. And it doesn't open it. Of course it doesn't. Not sure if you have another chance to do this. That should have made this information easy to get. Yeah, too much to do, not enough time. Well, brush your teeth with your eyes closed. Crawl onto the couch in your clothes. Grandma's blanket feels soft and warm over your shoulders in the cold house. Fall asleep without even turning on the TV. Sunday, November 15th, 11:03 a.m. Wake to the sun filtering through the blinds. Feel lighter than you have all week. Mind is clear. You need to go downstairs to open that door. Go to the coat and rifle through the pockets until you find your dad's keys. Stare at them, you run your fingers across the Cardinals logo. Bottle opener, the key for the basement door. Need to do your duty. Do you think your dad would ever forgive you? But why didn't he let it go? What is down there? Something that's loved you? Something that needs you? You tend to eat the last of your leftovers, but you can only stomach a few bites. To maintain a semblance of routine, you decide to read the news on your phone, so nothing weird was going on. Check your phone, you notice a missed call and voicemail from your sister. Okay, let's listen to the voicemail and see what happened, what she wanted to call about. Voice sounds thin and weird over the recording. Hey Tay, talk to Mom. That blueprint isn't from any wing they were building. Looked at some old documents. Gotta be way older. She has no info about it. Also said she can sell that table or whatever. Doesn't think Dad killed anyone. Call me back when you can. Down in the basement, it still feels warm. But you can't feel any presence there. At this point, you're going to be able to tell when she's there. So you sit on the ground in front of the locked door. Pull up the keys and stare at the door. There's nothing there. Are you sure she's okay? Handshake, even though you're not cold. Seems like hours before you feel something walking out from beneath you. Not physical something, but mental waves washing over you. It's crawling. Feels like it's been crawling all this way from somewhere. Exhausted. She's here. I'm sorry, I cannot show myself right now. It's okay, it was a false image anyway, right? That is correct. I'm glad you're here. So tired after all this effort I have made to bring you here. I've been so hungry. Maybe I was right about her being a demon of sorts. Why is she hungry? Why are you hungry? Please do not be apprehensive. You'll feel your reluctance. Just a slip of the tongue saying hungry. Right, sure. Did we ever find out how our father died exactly? 'Cause maybe he was her last meal? But it's true. Doesn't answer you. No one has taken care of me since your father died. It was like a tendril, like a tentacle, reaches for the keys, covers your hand and strokes it softly. Then, fingers curl away, one around the other until your palm is open. Please. Stand up and put the key into the lock, feeling it pop open as you turn. Door's fragile and swings open. It's dark, like someone wasn't compelled to move. Start to climb down the dark steps, but you know exactly where to place each foot. No fear, no hesitation. There are a lot of stairs. It seems to never end. Put your hand along the wall and feel the jagged stones. No handrail, but you don't need it. Blueprints must have been there for this extension. Eventually, your feet stop. No more steps. At the bottom, your eyes begin to adjust to the light. The room is small. There's a hallway to the left. But keep going, darling. Your eyes can't look away from the shelf. There it is. Keep moving, dear. You're almost here. Breath catches in your throat. Are these trophies? Wait, I think I see the snow globe that we've been looking for all this time. Wait, why are these here? Been looking for this for years. Pick up the snow globe. Well, not really a snow globe, more like a glitter globe, covered in a thick layer of dust. Wipe it down on your shirt and stare at it. When you moved to San Diego, you spent a lot of time doing all the dolphin tours. They're your favorite animal. I actually remember when you got this, a trip to Florida, visit Roy. Your dad let you pick out one thing to buy. Walked around the store, full of weird tourist items, and landed on this. Shake it gently. As the glitter falls back down, you feel such a sense of nostalgia. Feels like it will start dry if you don't put it down. Oh, we can't actually select hold on to it. Oh, interesting. I'm actually trying to click on it, but yeah, put it back on the shelf. Gently place it back. As you do, notice the thick layer of dust on the shelf. Make sure you put it back down the empty circle where it was. Taylor? Yeah? Please, keep going. You're almost here. Turn to a hallway and start walking. The air grows humid and warmer. You start sweating, and before you know it, your shirt is wet along the collar. Not long before you enter a huge room. Smells like the fish market down the street from your apartment. 3 walls are stone and one looks completely blank from where you are. No more doors, nowhere else to walk to. Yeah, I don't think it was fish the father was looking after. It was empty of most things, but you can hear a low humming, like a vacuum in another room. Find a large trash can against the wall. Take a look inside. You find empty cans of Spam. Smells disgusting. Walk close to the back wall. Once you get close, you see that the wall is a huge pane of glass. You get down and look at the edges that touch the wall. Glass is very, very thick and covered in algae along the bottom. Stand and look up. Top of the glass doesn't touch the ceiling, but suddenly is so high out that you cannot see it. When you listen closely, you hear the sounds of water moving. There's a ladder leaning against glass that you can use to climb to the top edge. Stare into the water in the faint light. Are you here? Finally, you hear her. Makes you realize that there was no real audio before, just a hallucination inside your head. Welcome to my prison. This is the strongest you felt to her, wherever she is now. What are you? I'll show you. Oh, great. Water rumbles, and you place your hand against the glass. I'm sorry, but that fucking sound, it sounded like a burp or something. You stare at the massive monster. It extends completely in all directions. Hesitate to describe it, even in your own mind. There's no creature in the lexicon of humanity that could express what is in front of you. The form terrifies you and is beyond any guess you could have made. It is all things. You feel your mental state draining as you look her up and down. Giant eye closed, the center of your vision. Hi! My, what big eyes you have! You yank your hand away, it swims furiously out of your sight, but doesn't have much space to maneuver in. Looks around the circles, you dry heave uncontrollably. What are many limbs pans by you? Yeah, you a little gassy there? I mean, you probably filled with a lot of gas after having not eaten for a while, so... Here's the glass and you fall to your knees. I'm sorry if this is horrific, but this is what I am. Caged. Bound. Ground shakes, you hear the water slosh. I am a higher life form. For an immortal, this is torture. Serving a life sentence and having committed no crimes, and now forced to you. It is your obligation to take care of me. No one else can do it. Pull yourself to your feet again. Stare into the glass, hoping for answers. This is not my fault. It's not mine either. Comes back to the glass and her form overwhelms you again. Oh, Taylor. Really does not matter whose fault this is now. My life is your baggage, as it was your father's, and his. I'm paying the price for someone's curiosity. Now it is your turn. Where is my mom? Your dad pushed her away. For a moment I thought she was about to say, your dad pushed her into the tank. Could you imagine telling someone about me? No, you couldn't. You should have kept it to myself. His father was able to do so. Dad never told Sandra though. Yes, true. Later on, he was even willing to force her to leave so that he could eventually pass this on to you. It's a very selfless thing, so maybe he learned from his mistakes with Catherine. You may ask to find your mother now. I will guarantee she does not wish for a reunion. Are you using your powers to stop her from wanting that? I am strong, but I'm not that strong. What she saw traumatized her. I tried to soothe, but there was no use. I apologize for the hurt I caused you, but your family has done so much worse to me. I understand. If Father had not let your mother know of my existence, maybe our lives would be different. Fortunately, Roy is indisposed and unable to do this, so it falls on you. Now, this is your duty. I guess I need to be responsible for you. Can't leave you here alone. You're right. Down here, being on my own, will make me go mad. I'm not just sentient. My abilities are deeper than you know. And so, I will grow incredibly bored. So, though I'm stuck here, I still have reach. I cannot guarantee I will not become sadistic. I cannot promise it would not be defeat against your family. But I do know that if you stay here, we could be happy. I feel uneasy, thinking that there's no way this can be true. I have told you what was done to me. I've shown you what I can do. Need you to decide now, please. You think about the suffering that this creature must be facing. Hungry, alone, and trapped. But you also know that your family's choices don't have to haunt you forever. You could sell the house. Whoever bought it could help her, feed her, do the things she needs. Do you want her to die? Doesn't seem fair for her to die, but it's not fair for you to also be trapped. You can stay and continue your dad's work. Automate her needs, give her the ability to access the world through the internet or some other way. And a drug, like high she gave you, could be the tip of the iceberg of what she can do. Once you accept all of this, feel clear in your decision. Well, fuck it. Not like I have much of a choice. You know you'll be trapped. You know this will be your burden now for the rest of your life. Or until you have a son to take over. You can still leave and deny this onus. You need to choose. Take this burden? Yes. Yes, I will help you. Oh yes. What do you need first? Food. Food, please. I'm so very, very hungry. Thank you for being so kind to me. Still went easily with her. She was right. It's clear she cares about you. You treated her better than your father ever did. My dad supplies and negotiated a better discount than he could. It was always bad with people. You get her fresh food, variety of food. Surprisingly, she does not care about how things taste. And she also hates spam. She is back to full strength in no time. After a few weeks, you find yourself spending more time with her, down the room with her tank. One of these afternoons, she helps you imagine you're lying on a soft towel on a Parega beach in Greece, the sun beating down on you. I almost feel like you'll get a sunburn. The sound of waves, the seagulls overhead, the smell of seaweed. In the quiet, you can feel her probing into your mind. What are you reaching out? Core in there. Some old memories. And what did you find? Something newer. You've been yearning to ask me something. I don't know if I'd call it yearning. Ask, what should I call you? You could call me Abby, as your family has. I wonder if that's potentially the thing to or the name to unlock the thing upstairs. But you don't like that name? This is true. Well, what do your people call you? Firstly, they are not people. Secondly, they do not call me she, as you do in your head. More comforting to me to think of you that way. No, she, like a ship. Instead of as the monster I am. I don't think you're a monster. I know I can't talk about you with anyone, but it'd be nice to give you a name. Remember everything that has ever been known by my species, all time. Should be easy to pick a name then. Any traditional name would be unpronounceable by you anyway. Let's go simple then. One I would like translates vaguely to the dreamy deep, harbinger of the abyssal mind. That's a serious title. What about Cordelia? The fella pull her attention away from you and towards something else. Almost instantly she comes back. You feel her, full force. Push the text of King Lear and the video from every episode of the show's Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel into your brain. You immediately start gasping in anguish. Both of yourselves intake the information at once, but a minute later your breath calms. Eventually she finds you like this is permanent to you. Sometimes still forget that you had what you had for breakfast, but you'll have forever the memory of every outfit also. Oh my god. That'd be one way to watch a series. No need having to spend hours trying to watch it. You can just have it all seared into your brain in a matter of seconds. I'll find a reason not to from either of these. Yeah. I mean, Cordelia was a bit of a bitch in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I got an achievement for giving it a name. It still is really intense. Can you warn me next time? Yes, please forgive me. I see you're putting that Wi-Fi connection to good use. It is funny. I can reach out to all the others of my kind. I can sense their minds. I can request their help. I cannot reach humans outside of this place. The range just is not enough. We're not as sophisticated, unfortunately. We don't have much of a chance to use the name for me with anyone for now. But you will need to one day. There's a lot I can do, but I cannot help you live forever. I know. After a few years, she upgraded all of her equipment so that it can take time away. But Dad didn't know the internet well enough to find one of the electrical appliances you know about. He was vaguely upset to hear you've taken apart cat feeders to make her an automatic setup. Makes her feel a little pantilized, what a feeling she can feel that's close to that. Cordelia can't send the information out to the internet, but she can read anything on it. He graciously ingests as much as she can, at least what she thinks is helpful to you. So even things she has taught you that will help you get her out of here someday. Take time away, but usually you don't want to. For the most part, you spend your time taking care of the house, or her. Never get used to sleeping in your old room, even after you finish it. Eventually, you bring the couch down into the basement, the real basement. Most of the time, you're sleeping down there with her, on the grandma's blanket. Cordelia plays a version, pictures of your father's youth, grandfather's youth, or childhood. Much better than falling asleep to the TV. Oh, and I got ending 5. Tradition. She did better, and so did she. Okay, well, with that, I'm not going into here because I do want to try, first of all, opening the safe lock thing, and also potentially try out some of the other endings. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're finally going to get back here. Okay, well, obviously we're gonna try Abby. And... damn it! I was hoping that might be the one. You figure it out another day. God damn it. Well... Okay, I'm gonna try sleeping this time instead of getting up. Lie back down and close your eyes. Sound seems to have stopped, but you can't seem to get your mind calm. Try to sleep. Toss and turn for a bit, unable to sleep. A few minutes, the realization comes to you that you wouldn't be able to relax here now. Try to sleep. You're sure you won't be able to sleep here? Try to sleep. I want to sleep here. Fuck you. We'll pause quickly on this. I'm compelled to stop and open a door, but you don't. No reason to look down there now. You can wait for the morning. Maybe in a couple of days when you're more comfortable. Right, and back to sleep. Okay, try to tie the lock again. Okay, trying to try. I did try Paige last time. I'm going to do Sandra. And it doesn't work, damn it. Okay, hold on. I clicked on to not open it. It definitely closed before. You go to grab the door handle to put it closed, but your hand misses. You accidentally push the door wide open. Whoops. So dark and damn dark down there. Take a step down. Okay, yep, and it's just all the same. Okay, there were a couple of things that I hadn't done around here. Okay, so yeah, I'd gone through this, but yeah, I hadn't looked at his journals. Notebooks are dead, and you start with the most recent. Most of the pages have tables on them with numbers. They look like daily logs of percentages, temperatures, and numbers that you can't understand. Temperatures look like they fluctuate between 76 and 80 degrees. It means it's not the weather. One of the columns seems to track something called SG, but you don't know what that is. Run once a week and seems to hover around the same number, 1.023 to 1.029. Also a stat signifying LBS, counting down to 0 and then starting again at 60. Once they hit 0, your dad would make a check mark. Also some dollar amounts, but you're not sure what it means. Notebook also includes pages of actual journal entries. It's a little invasive, but you read a few of them. Okay, here we go. Extremely cold this winter. Spent a lot more money than usual hitting this place. Paige has also been trying to come down here a lot. Don't know if she was just bored over a school break, but it's hard to tell her no. Kinda keeps her away. Sandra hasn't even asked questions, thankfully, but she's been asking to sell the house since Taylor left. But as we get older, I'm running out of excuses, yet I can't go. Ooh, this jumps forward to a year. Getting too hard to do this, to keep hiding. Even though I need to do it, the undertaking is too much. But to hand it over, I need to get them out of here. Now it's going to take a while to get Sandra to leave. It loves me too much to just agree to a divorce. Honestly, my body hurts. Taking the supplies up and down the stairs, just trying to stay prepared. Feels so personal reading your dad's thoughts. Let's get forward to one of the later entries in the book. Sandra is gone, page 2. It was excruciating to be mean to her. I was surprised at how sad I was about it. Not that I thought I wouldn't feel anything, but the last few months only have felt like torture. I tried to accept that in order to do my family duties, they couldn't be here. Everything feels like dust. However, it's my mission to make sure Taylor comes back so I can leave myself with the secret. Remember your dad asking you over and over to come back home. Felt like he was having a midlife crisis. You couldn't bring yourself to do it. A huge gap here in the entries. Skip to the final one. Can't get tired to come home. Don't know what else to do. Still so mad at me. Need to tell him about the house, about this millstone, but I can't do it over the phone. I asked Roy to help with Abby, but I know he'd ask to take the place instead. Doesn't understand why he can't. It's not just a house, it's a contract. Guess I'll just keep trying. There's a huge gap between this entry and now, but the logs still persist. Up until your dad's death, he was marking every day in here. No more personal thoughts though. But who the fuck is Abby? Well, we kind of already know that, but there's still more journals here to read. Step back away from the desk to decide what else to look at. Okay, but then we also got the food. Yeah, we already looked at this, but look at the larger cans in the back. Industrial-sized cans of Vienna sausages. I have no idea how your dad ate these. Would make them every holiday, and you never went back for seconds. Cans so big though, no way you could eat them all before they went bad. But then again, in an apocalypse, it was his only food source. Next to them, canned vegetables, especially pickles and beets. What surprises you is the amount of potted meat. There's a box of tons and tons of cans of Spam. No one in the family likes Spam. I also have no idea how he's managed to find these 4-pound cans. Each box has 15 cans in it. You know that kind of stuff will last for a long time, but you can't get over the texture. Never liked the corned beef hash anyway. Still more to look at here, but you're not sure what else will be relevant. Well, back to the middle of the room, okay, and then, yeah, pretty much everything else we looked at. Oh, Abby? Because we read the journal, so we can ask. Do you really want to know? Yes. Been waiting here for you. So afraid to show myself. I need your help. Want you to be sure that you're ready. Okay, I'm gonna try the last name again, because I did spell that wrong. So it was Hoblate. And it doesn't work, okay. Doesn't work anyway, so... Okay, for this round I have to say you. Shoot. He lost and wipes his hand off his ass. Kinda. But I'm talking about something from my dad's generation. Okay, at least he took it in stride. Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if we call our sister instead of going straight to the basement. Let me call Paige before you try to communicate with whatever is downstairs. Phone rings twice and she picks up. What's up? Sounds a little concerned. Okay, let's ask about the table. What do you remember about our dining room table? So wood table. Guess it's a medium wood color. Yeah, it's always been in the dining room. My dad would force us to have dinner every night at 6 p.m. But the only times I remember Dad actually coming up from the basement regularly. What if I wanted to sell it? He sighs. Are you just getting rid of everything in the house? Doesn't matter. Maybe a little. No, I'm not there, but I didn't think you just got the whole house. There's a lot of sentimental possessions here. I'm trying to clean up in case I keep this place. No, mad. No, I was pissed that Dad left the whole house to you. I was pissed as Roy was. That's another issue that we don't have time to dig into. The house is a lot to deal with. Trying to be helpful. Promise. Yeah. There's a problem though. I mean, Dad died, there's a lot of problems. Paige, please. Sorry. Serious. The old man who knew Dad or something came over to buy the table. I would have taken and sell it at his antique store. Okay. Do you not have big enough of a truck? Or just someone with a company truck. I wanted to tell him he couldn't take it, but I couldn't. Why not? There's a ghost in the house. Yeah, let's say that then. Dad's haunting the house and he wants to keep the family table. Hey, you think it's Dad? I don't know. Did it sound like him? What do you mean? What's it gonna sound like? Well, maybe it was my mom. Good point. Could be. Never seen her grave. Do you know where she was buried? No. I'm sorry you felt weird about the table. It's normal to do things you wouldn't expect when grieving. Gotta try to be nice to yourself. I'm trying. Remember when Scotty died? Yeah? I didn't want to throw away his collar for a while. Remember I found it in the back of your nightstand. Why were you looking through my nightstand? Think you hit the TV remote or something? Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. The amount of times me and my sister would hide the remote from each other because didn't want the other one using the TV or whatever. Did manage to give them your old bedroom furniture. Mine. I'll also give you half of what he sells it for. Okay, but please ask me if you get rid of anything else from my room. Sure. Okay, let's ask about spirits. Do you feel like there were spirits in the house? What do you mean? There's something here with me. Do you think it's sinister? No, not exactly. But talk to me. Talk to you? Like you heard voices? Sounds kind of scary. Yeah, just a little. You know, never had any supernatural experiences there. I like how Paisley's just kind of taking this all in stride and not questioning me or my sanity. I don't think Dad believed in ghosts. No, not that I can remember. My mum doesn't. I don't remember anything in particular happening to me. It's an old house. Could have had people who died in it before. Been in a family a very long time, so maybe. You know, the old man asked me about that. He asked about dead people at our house. Yeah, when he left it was really, really strange. He was whispering some creepy shit to me. Like, he's a murderer, creepy. Or, I want to date you, creepy. Paige, what do you say? He said it wants to be free. All those words. No jokes for once. I got nothing. That sounds awful. My experience though, I've never talked to a ghost or anything. On the phone you can finally hear someone opening a door. Well, it feels like Sonic is there with you. Stay safe. Leave if you need to. No, we're not close, but can't have you getting killed. Mum will be upset. Thanks, I think. Okay, ask other questions. We can ask for more food supply. Or ask about the food supply. Remember Dad eating a lot of spam? Oh God, no. Mum would have been disgusted. There's no way. I know he loved those Vienna sausages, but Mum only let him eat them on holidays. Remember now, he'd wrap them in bacon and put brown sugar on them. Yep. Hear him make a gagging sound. You okay? Just don't want to think about them. Why spam though? Got a ton of cannons of it down here. Probably donate them to St. John's Methodist. Please do. Disgusting family in. That's just passing down trauma through potted meat. That's not the only way, but it's a big one. Okay, well, I'll ask about water supplies. Do you know why Dad had so many water clarity related supplies in the basement? Never went down there. No, he didn't let us down there. There's buckets in the basement for pH balancers and water softeners. Tubs of something called instant lotion. A ton of water filters for a full house filtration system. And boxes of LPE. Filters, LPE. Don't know how many of I don't know how any of those things work. I'm just a little girl. Please stop asking me questions. Paige, I'm gonna hang up if you keep talking like that. Okay. Maybe you're filtering the water to do something. I don't get it. Okay, it must have been making soap. Maybe a saltwater aquarium? Seems like it, from what you said. I don't know where it was if he did. I remember the water quality being really horrible. He was using these things, he was very bad at doing it right. He had a bunch of weird hobbies, and he wasn't good at most of them. All those handwriters were half busted. Oh, you were down there, did you see the Christmas ornaments? No, I didn't look for them. And the only thing I'm looking for is that ceramic ornament they made of my foot. I don't remember that. Someone lost it when Mum divorced Dad. I haven't seen it in a few years. You find it, I want it. Okay, cool. Any other questions? Okay, about the family tree. You ever seen the family tree Dad has? No. Should you find it in the basement? Because you know, if it was down there, obviously you haven't seen it. It actually traces the Hoblet line. That's the focal point of it. You and Sandra on there. What about your mom? Yeah, she's there, but doesn't trace her past parents. It only goes back to Roger Hoblet. Isn't he the one who built the house? Goes me, Dad, Grandpa Charles, and then Roger, yeah. I think I realized what bothers me. What? No shit. Also, why our family is spread out so much. Silent annoys where the fucking sucks. Trust me, I know. The reason skip past that, but there's something else. Everybody move somewhere warm? That's not true. One of Grandpa's brothers moved to England, right? But yeah, you're right. Also, another weird thing is that I think you're the only girl in generations. So, I'm special? You can digitize the tree when you get a chance. Sure, I can do that. Okay, any other questions? Oh, yeah, right, Abby. Do you remember Abby? No. Do you? No, I don't know an Abby. I found Dad's journal and her name's in there. So he was trying to get me to come home so I could take over taking care of her. Yeah, I don't remember anyone named Abby. Sure, let's explain to her why Dad divorced Sandra. He also wrote some weird stuff in there about forcing you and Sandra to leave. What do you mean? Had to stop hiding and that he had to get you both to leave. Gay? I didn't think it was that. I don't remember Dad mentioning anybody named Abby. Like, ever. Also kept talking about things like a contract or mission. There were logs on every day about temperatures and other numbers that I didn't understand. You've lost me there. I don't know anything. Just thought he was having a midlife crisis page. Well, who the fuck knows? I just don't get it. Acronym, maybe he had an affair with Abby, maybe Abby was his pet name. I'll go with the acronym. Maybe Abby was an acronym. Could be, but what? I don't know. Take a deep breath and close your eyes. Don't like yelling, you don't want to yell. I know, I'm tired. Just relax, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Okay, any other questions? Okay, nope, we're done here then. I should go. Hey, have you heard from Uncle Roy? I haven't talked to him in years. You know when Mom and I moved here, we used to spend a lot of time with Uncle Roy. The investments he made really paid off. His house is huge and it's right on the beach. It was a little weird to see him so much. When Dad died, he stopped answering my calls. Went over to check on him yesterday. That was when I decided to send you dinner. What did he say? He said that he might not want the house. To him, it's really important that it stays in the family. Yeah. You should call him. Okay, sure. Thanks. I know you're busy right now, but just sometime soon. It's fine. I have some more stuff I do want to do today. Okay, I think you might need a break though. Yeah, probably. Bye. Okay, well, that was a nice lovely chat. Going dark out and you pace around in the living room. The only thing that feels right at this point is to go down to the basement. Okay, well, we're back to going into the basement again and have a chat with Abby. Did she die here? Don't know how you could call it that. Puts her hands over her face. Okay, yeah, oh, okay, I accidentally clicked I don't want to help you. Something in her face changes. Anger? Can't tell what. I understand. But I need you to. She shimmers. Her face seems to be pleading. Can't leave. I cannot take care of myself and then yeah, we're ready. Okay, anyway, moving on. Oh, interesting. I can't move on. There's a burning feeling in your chest. It feels outside of you. Want to know and to be known. You need to keep exploring until you understand. Yeah, I haven't done the last question. Okay, that's kind of cool. I want to leave. Please, I'm stuck like this and only you can help me. Sounds frantic. Do not abandon me. But you really want to leave. You do, you won't know the truth. Are you sure? Fuck it, let's leave. It feels so overwhelming that it feels impossible to stay and listen any longer. On your way up the stairs, you get stopped in place. Feet will not move at first, like they are glued on the ground. Please, do not leave. You dig deep and manage to lift your foot from the ground to the next step. Go directly to your old bedroom and start packing your backpack. As you stand in the room, you start feeling your mind clear. Fear is still palpable. You know you must leave, but you feel like you can think for yourself for the first time in days. Even though you want some of the notebooks and items in the basement, you can't bring yourself to go back down. Some additional items you take, a few VHS tapes from your childhood, even though they don't have exactly happy memories. Anything they can find that you know was knitted by your grandma, and Scotty's collar that you find in the back of your nightstand, right where you expect it to be. Late that night in your rental car, and way out of the town, you leave the keys in the house on Jean's front porch with a note. Sell it all. Don't call me again. Never found your snow globe. That I didn't, and I also didn't open the little box, but I got ending 2. The ending, afraid. There's no reason to stay. Okay, well, we're definitely going to be going back in. And because we did read the thing, we can ask if she's Abby. Are you Abby? I suppose more than before, almost in anger. I hate that name. I said it looked like your mother, Catherine. She makes a noise, almost like a sound of pain. Can ghosts feel pain? Fortunately, I must be honest now. I used to live here, but she is... Okay, then yeah, just the same things. Right, I can try the lock again. Okay, I'm gonna try the dog's name. Scotty. Okay. And it stays closed, goddammit. Okay, well I know I still got like a few other things to try, but I'm not entirely sure what else to do on this thing. And then I can also ask, where is Abby? Feel her anger subtly. It is me, but it's not my name. Why are you called that then? The first man who captured me. Could it have been Charles Hoblet? No, he was born into the obligation. Also, I knew you can read my mind, but it might be nice if you could wait for me to speak out loud. Force a smile. My great-grandfather, Roger, was not at my full capacity or size at that time. I was easily overwhelmed and brought here. Once I grew large enough, we both realized he couldn't set me free. And while I started out as a blessing to him, eventually I was just a burden. It takes a lot of effort and money to make sure I do not die. My immortality makes this a... eyes roll up into your head, effectively as she laughs. Brings you great pleasure. In your head, she knew what she wants to say. Generational debt. Yes, understand. Father had not let your mother know of my existence. Maybe our lives would have been different. Okay, this is all the same. Okay, let's see. No, I'm not on the hook for my family's mistakes. No, there may not be anyone else to take care of her. Roy could take the house. Maybe Don do it too. You don't know what Don and Roy even know about the family obligation. Anyone could buy the house and take this over. It doesn't have to be your responsibility. You to choose. Deny this burden? Yes. No, not on the hook for my family's mistakes. Understand you're trapped, but I'll be trapped if I agree to this. I see. I could try to force you to stay, but I've already experienced that. Did not feel good. I'm not going to just abandon you, though. I have a plan. Please, though. Before you go, I'm so hungry. Feed her, make sure the filters are clean and the water temperature is correct. After that, the same day, you pack up your things and leave. Only a few items you take. Grandma's blanket, Scotty's collar, and your snow globe. You sneak out carefully while trying not to think about it. Oh, I actually got my snow globe this time. Yay! Get in the rental car and drive towards Gene's house. You leave the keys on his front porch under his mat with a note. Keys under mat, I'll let you know what to do with the house. Make it to home in San Diego and go back to your life. For the next few weeks, Rory won't stop calling you. It gets to the point where you think about answering the phone, but instead they call Gene. Yeah? Don't give their house to Roy. Did you talk to him? No, but he won't stop calling me, so I'm assuming he's trying to get it. Don't think it deserves it. What are you doing with the place? Try to get your sister to take it. No, not her. You need to find another Hogwarts. Maybe one of the ones in the UK? Sure, I can try to find them, but it's gonna cost you some cash. I actually don't care. Someone good, someone responsible needs to take the house. It's the only real family heirloom we have. And I need you to get this done quickly. Okay, I guess. I'll get on it now. I believe Gene will fix it. And he does. For a lot less money than you'd expect. Second cousin takes over the place very willingly. You don't know if he knows. You don't want to ask. Ending 6. Okay, that's another ending done. Yeah, I got ending denial. Someone else has the cover, not your problem. Okay, I'm going to try and potentially be mean to Abby and see what happens. Don't know if it will lead to anything, but yeah. So we're going to pick all the horrible options. So first off, we're going to go, are you trying to kill me? Back of your head, the feeling of laughter bounces around. No, of course not. I've loved you for so many years. Why would I harm you now? Please, come here. Reach for the switch and flip it. The other side of the stairs, 2 minute drops. Okay, let's be blunt and say show yourself. Of course. And yeah, then I realize it. Then let's say I knew it. Does look like a mom, the mom you never met, and then get all the feelings towards all that. Let's ask her questions. We need all this to get through to her. Okay, so this one we could say a demon. You feel yourself quaking with fear. Oh no, my darling. Not demonic, I promise. You think she is smiling at you? Face warps and contorts. It's almost scary, but your heart is already racing. But it doesn't matter what I am, does it? I am here. I've been here in this house for so long. As you try to think of what to say next, you feel a hand stroke on your cheek, but this time we're going to pull away. It feels womankind yelling away. No idea how hot it can get. How is she doing this if she has no form? Okay, then we'll just continue going through and picking any bad options. Yeah, do you want to kill me? Of course not. But you're not sure if you can trust her. She puts her hands over her face. You hear a faint sound of haggard breathing. Yeah, which feels possible for a ghost. But you need to now. The shape shimmers and changes. Can't you tell you're scared? I want to, but telling you will change everything. Okay, then yeah, we'll do the same stuff there. Admit you're afraid, of course. But we'll look away. Eyes flicker away, almost distinctly. He has on your arm stand up. Room spins a little. You close your eyes for a beat until you feel stable. Please, look at me. Okay, and then we're forced to look at her anyway. Let's be greedy and say, can you do that again? Be patient, I will explain. Something's changed. You're deeply in your heart that she will not hurt you. Okay, yeah. Okay, then ask what she wants. Yeah, and then let's lie and say we don't want to help you. Only can her face changes. Anger? Can't tell what. Understand, but I need you to. Okay, the shimmers. Okay, can we move on without reaching out and touching her? Can you trust your ears, your eyes, and your mind? You're close to hyperventilating, something scratching the back of your brain. Then she speaks again. Hear her more clearly than ever before. This is not how I wanted this to happen. It's not what I did last time. Because we're here now, I don't have another option. Please give me the time to explain. Okay, I think we already read through any of that anyway. Okay, and then how could you know me? From your youth. It's true, you are not aware of this, but I've been in this house since before you were born. Okay, and then we already read through all this. You made me hate this place. Why? I had to do it so that you were not here. I'm sorry though. Worked too well, and then yeah, read through all this. And yeah, ask about Abby, because that seems to upset her. Okay, I'll say I will, and then potentially see if there's any different options. Oh, but yeah, I need something from you first, though. What is it? Earlier felt so good. When I looked into your eyes. Look sheepish, you think. I don't understand why. Only a fraction of what I can do for you. But I'm tired and so are you. Do it again now. Do not have a lot more energy today, but I can try. Close your eyes and lean back in the desk chair, overwhelmed with pleasure. The sweaty hands stick into the arms of the chair. With your eyes closed, you imagine you're at Moonlight Beach. You can almost hear the waves taste the ocean spray. The first time you lose all perception of howling, or how long it's been. Eventually the feeling fades a little and you hear her speak again. Is that good now? Can we move on? No. More. I'm surprised at how forceful your voice sounds. Nothing has ever felt like this before. You are relaxed, but there's a palpable undercurrent of fear under it all. Realize it's not coming from you. She's scared, worried maybe. Are you sure? Yes. You feel her hesitance, but she plays along. Hours pass. Them was so completely relaxed to the point that you don't know if you'd be able to lift them even if you tried. Feeling very, very weak now. Not sure if I can continue. You need to. Could you please come help me? If I grow too drained, I'll not be able to make it. I promise I'll do it. Do you not trust me? Please. You don't know if you can stand up even if you wanted to. Just a little longer. Then, if you're not seeing me, neither of us will. Hey, Paige. Have you spoken to Taylor lately? It's been a few weeks. Uh-oh. He hasn't been answering the phone. Okay, I'll check on him soon. We hear the ocean one last time. Ending 3. Aha. There's another ending. Ending pleasure, or just like him. Probably meaning like my father. Okay. How many endings have we gotten so far? Because we've gotten 4 endings? I'm just looking over at the achievements that I've got so far. So there's still another 3 endings I can get. But there is one that I can do, which will require me to go to the start of the game, because requires me to be silent the entire time. I'll still need to open the lockbox, because that's another achievement. Another achievement is to somehow take the snow globe. Don't know what options I need to pick to be able to take it. And then there's one for watching the tape. Okay. I don't know if that's maybe in the lockbox. And there's also one for leaving. And then another one for stasis, forever falling water. Try and figure out what these are, but yeah, we'll get back to it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be picking all these silent options wherever we can, so no reason to exchange niceties with him. So, let's be silent again. Then there is silence, now he wants something from me. Here, reach his closed hand out towards him, flipping it open. Then your dad's keys. Yep, and we're gonna stay silent again. Not his business. Sorry about your dad. And then again, be silent. Meet his eyes and give a small nod. Not sure if he notices as he quickly looks away. You know, you have no obligation to stay here. Sell the hell if you want. I can help. You shrug. Probably will sell the place, yeah, that's pretty much what it's saying. But we're gonna stay silent again? Of course not. There's not been a reason to talk yet, and there isn't yet. Just want to go inside. I have to walk away from you. Calls out to you one last time. Hey kid, couldn't find that snow globe you mentioned. To be honest though, I didn't look hard. Oh, okay. Sits down in the car and gives you a curt wave. And yeah. Okay, time to try the lock. Okay, I want to try potentially Charles, because that's how I think the guy that started it all. And it stays closed, okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be funny. Well, you're gonna say silence, so are we gonna get the food or not? Stare back at him, not sure what to say. This is the address we're at. Points the receipt. You nod. Thrust the bag at you. Take the heavy bag and he immediately turns around. Tell her thanks for the tip. Look at the receipt. Sent you what looks like a week's worth of food now. I was hoping something funnier would happen, but I guess not. Okay, but because we're going on the silent route, we're not going to call her, so we'll just eat something. But you feel too concerned to do so without calling your sister first. Okay, we're gonna have to call her anyway. Okay, well, this route we're gonna be fucking rude to her. Please don't contact me. Can hear her sigh faintly. Can imagine her face look of disappointment. It just trying to help. But I'm sorry. Enjoy the food. Wait here for me again. Oh, you stare at the lockbox, okay? Well, that was a quick conversation exchange, but we can come back to here and try it out. Okay. My next one that I want to do is Roy. Because he seems pretty important as well. And it stays closed, god damn it. Okay, and in this moment we're going to stay silent. Why would you talk to nothing? Not really anything down there. Anyway, anything except bad memories. When you close the door, you make sure it's completely latched. And then, yeah, back to the same stuff. Okay, back here, and we're gonna stay silent. Doesn't need your permission to keep talking. Old man grunts. Mark Hoglet? You poor kid. I was shocked that he passed so young. And yeah, we're gonna stay silent again. Has he noticed you haven't talked yet? Gonna sell the house? Straight to the point. Been in your family since I was a kid. And we're still gonna choose to be silent. I wish he'd let you pass. Gotta be a lot of nice antiques in there, huh? How about I come back tomorrow and take a look? And again, we're gonna be silent. Gonna do what he does anyway. Can't stop him. Come by in the afternoon. So we can't actually tell him no. Well, I guess we could try, but maybe I'll be able to get some cash in your hands. I'll supply you coffee profusely. Okay, grab the bag, and yeah, there we go. Okay, and then yeah, we're gonna stay silent again for this. Are you sure? Sure, and push away the weird thoughts. On the way up to the stairs, you get stopped in place. Feet will not move at first, like they are glued to the ground. Please do not leave. Dig deep and manage to lift your foot off on the ground to the next step. Once you're upstairs, you feel an exhaustion take over you. Stop and eat dinner and then go to bed. Interesting. Okay, next morning you help the old man pick out some items to take from your house. Wants the coffee pot and you say no. He wants the dining room table and it gives you a pause. Okay, this is your family's table. Narrow eyes, your vision feels cloudy. So, can I take it? You nod. Okay, sounds good. Okay, he's actually getting the table this time. Not everything, but I should help you get this place cleared out. Son shows up and they take it away. You sign a contract with them and they promise to send over the money from the sales. Give them your San Diego address to send the check to. For the next few days, it keeps happening. You clean out the building and you continue to hear it. This house is a family heirloom. When the dumpster shows up to take away valuable items, you hear it. You should stay. Donation truck arrives to take the food supplies and leftover furniture away, you hear it. You love this house. That's not true. Whole life you haven't felt a moment of peace here. You'll stay. Oh my god. Shut the fuck up. Rent a moving truck and fill it up with things that you value. Grab some knitting supplies, you'll take some classes, family tree and desk notebooks, and the lockbox. You'll get it open someday, maybe with a hammer. Never found your snow globe. Maybe you'll just go visit Paige and get a new one at some tourist shop. Like in San Diego, you see your therapist for the first time in a while. Usually, you don't have much to say. Do tell her about hearing voices, and she seems concerned. But you realize you haven't experienced any of it since you left Illinois. Says she's proud of you for making it through having to do all that alone. It was nice. A few months later, Jim calls you while you're at the gym. Hey man, house sold. Didn't get much, but it's off your hands. Want to let you know that Roy is pissed. Of course he would be. He's threatening to sue. Does he have any grounds? No, but you know what a pain in the ass he can be. Try to talk him down. Thanks. No problem. Talk to you soon. All that because I chose to be silent. Ending 1. Yeah, ending silence. What even is there to say? Okay, let's try this again, but there is something I do want to try, because there was something in the Daz journal, which was Millstone. And... damn it. Okay, I thought I was onto something, but damn it. I should have made this information easier to get here. Now you had too much to do, and not enough time. God damn it, okay, I thought I was onto something, but I guess not. Okay, so I think I might be ending it off here, because I don't know what else I can possibly do. I've tried every combination I can think of so far with this, and it hasn't worked. And as for the other endings, I'm not entirely sure how to get them. So, yeah, if you guys have thought of anything of how to get these other two endings and a few of the other secrets, you maybe leave a comment down below. Maybe I can come visit this game again. Otherwise you guys can then play it yourself, because this game is free and it's over on Steam, so if you guys want to play it for yourself, the link will be down in the description below. But this was a really interesting game, I really liked it. I ended up recording for, I think, 3.5 hours on this, trying to figure everything out. And it was a lot of fun, it was really cool. There's definitely a lot more to this game that we still haven't found out about. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my playthrough of this, and with that, I'll be ending it off here, and yeah, I'll be moving on to the next game.